I'm London Long, and I'm the Associated Students President at Chico State. I definitely feel overwhelmed, and so I have to allow myself to take, a break. And when I was a student government officer last year, I really noticed that I didn't allow myself as many breaks, and so that's why I kind of have my Wednesday where I'm at school from 8 to 1, and then from 1 to 5, I take off the rest of the day so I can hang out with my friends and, really feel like I can get back to me and also get my life in order so that I can be fresh for the next day and for the rest of the week. So you can't get to the point where you're so stressed out that you make yourself sick, so you need to really take care of yourself. It takes a lot. The Wednesdays really help when I have some time blocked off so that I can focus on it. And, it's also, my boyfriend was on student government last year, so he really understands, where I'm coming from. So I think it's also about educating whoever you're with, or even your friends, your roommates, when they're like, why aren't you ever here during the day? It's just educating them on how much you really do, because I think, a lot of people can underestimate things that, the day of some of our officers, because they're involved in so many other things. I mean, some of my other officers, they're presidents of 2 different clubs, and they're also involved in this, and they also run this, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, how do you do it? And so I think it's really about just allocating that time and educating your friends and partner on, how busy your schedule is, and that they need to allow you time to have on your own. Not anymore because I broke my leg, but I try and take the stairs, or when people try and push me in my wheelchair, I'll tell them no, because I know it's important for me to get physical activity. So I walk around campus and go to different meetings, multiple times a day. And so the amount that I walk around downtown to go do something, or I try and get in, a mile or 2 walking a day. It's gone down since I've been in my wheelchair, but I really try and, push myself or take any extra thing I can. And I'm someplace in between. I used to be so crazy that I'd get some kind of fast food. I want to say like 3 to 5 times a week. And so now I've really tried to cut back. I've been a vegetarian my whole life. I think that's also helped me stay healthy, because I used to be the kid in kindergarten who, instead of an apple they'd be chomping on, I had a whole bell pepper that I would eat. That's always been like my food habits. Like my favorite foods, like cucumber. French fries. It's really sad. Yeah. I love French fries. I don't know why. It's definitely everything and more. I was really nervous that this is going to be the hardest thing in my life, and you know what it is. It challenges me every day, but I've grown so much from it, and I feel like I've brought so much to the position too. And you know, I I just am so glad that I made the decision to actually run for it, because no matter how scary it is, if you have great ideas and you want to implement something and you're going to do it, then that makes all the difference. And I've implemented so many of my goals, and so many of my goals have changed and gotten even better, and I've just been able to accomplish so much. Go for it. I think that, my biggest thing is always evaluate the situation and make sure that you can handle it before you jump into something. But I think it's really important for women to realize that they have just as big of a chance as any man does on campus, especially, to run for a position. And it has nothing to do with your gender, but if you're the right person to go for, a position, or, your goal, then go for it. I think it's just so important that people really take those chances, because if I didn't take a chance on this, I was scared out of my mind to run for this position, but I thought I was the best person. I knew I had time in my schedule, so I ran for it and I went for it, and I was all in.